Okay, Lisa, so far you have had 40, 61 and 59. So you still about 10 marks off getting your first C, so let's see how you've got on in this paper. Okay, so you're missing 1 there. Okay, 1 is a factor. This question, the 6 is in the hundreds column, so its value is 600. If the question had been, what's the value of the 5 is in the tens column, so its value would be 50. So you've got 2 there, 1 there, 2 there, nothing there. You lose a mark here because you missed out the factor 1. And your answer here is 6. Okay, you haven't really made that clear, but you'll get the marks this early on in the paper. That's right, but you need to write them in the way that they're given you. You won't get the mark for that. What you're looking for is that, followed by that, followed by 78%. Okay, so it's important that you recognize what you need to do there. Right, you don't need to do this. Alright, that's for something completely different that you haven't got to worry about for the foundation tier. The tally is the little groups. Okay, that's what they're looking for in this column. And your frequency is what you've got there, 5, 10, 7, 8. So they should be over there. The mode is the data that occurs most frequently. Well, 10 is the biggest frequency, so 2 is the mode. The number of children 2 comes up more frequently than anything else. Total for the page, 5, 8, 10, 12, 13, 2, 3, 5, 8, 10, 12, 13, yes. Completely wrong graph. Again, that I think you're trying to build a cumulative frequency graph there. You haven't got to worry about that for the foundation tier. You're using a pen, not a pencil, and it's a very scruffy graph. No marks for that. 5.5 is good, A, B is wrong, and that is wrong. Perpendicular to DC means it's at right angles to DC. This is the line DC. The one that's at right angles to it is AE. Parallel to AD, here's AD, so you want a line that's running in the same direction as that one. So line your ruler up, slide it across until you come across BC, which is running in the same direction as it. So that should be BC. You need to be able to do these. Watch the video clip. For goodness sake, practice them. Those are marks that you have to get right. Such a basic skill to be able to use a protractor. 1 mark for the page. That's good. Now the 2 diagonals are correct. Unfortunately, you then put 2 incorrect ones on as well, so you're going to end up with nothing. If you had that as a mirror line, then within that mirror, this square would be reflected over there, and it's not there. Similarly, if that was you put a mirror across there, that square would be reflected down there. It's not there. So it's only the 2 diagonals. With this shape, that is perfect. Now, 41 are the number of squares. You don't need to square it because it is what it is. Each one of those is a centimetre square. Your units are correct, centimetres square. So the actual answer I was looking for was 41 centimetres squared. You get 1 for your method, nothing for your answer, 1 for the unit because it's asking you for the unit. 5 for the page. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's good, that's good, that's good, and that's good, well done. 6, 8, 9A, 23, fantastic. Full marks on that page, good girl. Whoa. I can't see any answer that's correct there. Your method is not a good method. Basically, what you want is a method for doing 76 times 54. which is something we need to practice in class because nobody is very good at that. For this one, that's not what you do. First of all, you find 1/8. How many times does 8 go into 48? 6 times. So 1/8 is 6, so 3/8 would be 3 lots of 6. So 18 is the answer we're looking for there. That one is correct, and that's the reason why. Good. Watch my clip for that. This is correct. Good. 8/25, 2 marks for that. This one is, again, you need a method to do that. Let me show you how I would do it. You set it up like that. You need to put in the 0, and you can't take 7 from 0, so rather than write it as 30, you borrow a 10 from there and you add it to there. So you can then do 7 from 10 is 3. In this column then, you can't do 6 from 2, so you have to borrow a 10, which means that becomes 7. So then you do 6 from 12 and 5 from 7. And you can check it by just adding those back together and seeing that you end up with 8.3. 3 for the page. X plus 6 is right. That's right. This should be B minus 2. It's 2 meters shorter than it. It's less, so it comes off. The 9R is correct. But the 1t is wrong. You're going from negative 4t, adding 7 takes you to plus 3t. That's good, that's good, that's good, fantastic. 6 marks there, well done. 9 for the page, just better. 62 and 75, 6 marks, good stuff. Positive 175. Now that looks like 76 to me, which is wrong. Okay, it should be 70. Now you need, if you tell me that is 70, you need to make sure that you write that clearly in the exam, because you've lost a mark there that you should have. Your line of best fit doesn't need to go through 0, 0. It only needs to go either side of the furthest points. It's not a bad line otherwise, and you've correctly shown me how you get 61, 65 out of it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 marks for the page. Good go. No, because the answers are not in order as it's a scatter graph is correct. That is correct. Right, you've got this wrong. 1,000 milliliters is 1 litre. So 5.5 litres would be 5.5 times that. So she'll be able to make 5 lots of 8, which is 40, and half of that is 4, 44. 5 for the page. For this one, the square is not correct because there's those two as well. Your parallelogram is correct. Your trapezium isn't because that's not a property. So we got one of those right. The lines wouldn't reach. That's perfect. That's good. That's good. Well done. That is almost perfect. The only thing you've done wrong is it should be 6, not -6. The 18 is already there. It's the 12 you're taking off. So that should be 18 take away 12. Which would have got you given you 1.5. 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 for the page. Okay, the last few pages were quite good there, Lisa. It was the earlier ones that you were struggling with. So let's see how you've done. 13, 14, 19, 29, 32, 41, 51, 56, 66. Okay, so that is your best mark yet. Sometimes that might get you a C. I'm playing safe and saying it's a D, but it's only 4 marks off a C, and boy, you've dropped some marks there. I mean, just look at this first page here. You should be able to do that. You should be able to do that. You should be able to put that in order. You made a mess of that, which meant you got no marks out of 4 there. So you can turn that into a C on just the first 2 pages of that sheet. So that's really encouraging, and I think you'll be quite cheesed off with that mark.